Hey guys, I'm back with another video and today I'm going to tell you how to register for the Salesforce certification exam. So let's jump right into it. There are three things that you need to keep handy before starting. The first one is credit card or debit card. Yes, I said debit cards. Debit cards do work. I've tried it myself. So there's no need to borrow someone else's credit card just because it is written everywhere that you can only use credit cards while registering for the certification exam. There's no need to borrow someone else's credit card. You can use your own debit card, but make sure your debit card has international transactions on it. Otherwise, it will throw an error while you're making your payment. And if you get an error while making the payment or your international transactions are not on, then just give it a call to your bank and ask them to allow international transactions on your debit card, especially Indian people, because most of us do not have international transactions on our debit card. So just give it a call to your bank and ask them to allow international transactions. Then you will be able to do the Salesforce certification registration using your debit card also. The second thing that you need to keep handy is the email ID which you have used to sign up for the Salesforce org. Maybe like you have signed up for the developer org, the email ID which you have used to sign up for that developer org, you need to keep that handy. And the third thing that you need to keep handy is a device with an active internet connection. Before starting the registration, you need to make a decision that you want to give the test online or on site. Online means at your home or at your office, and on site means at a registered testing center. What? I can give it at my home. Yes, you definitely can. But for that, you need a good quality secondary camera using which an invigilator will invigilate your exam remotely. And there are, many things which you need to take care of while giving the online examination. Like there can be no one in this room, and there should be no paper or pen, or there should be no watch. On your wrist. And there are many things which you need to take care of while giving the online examination. So I'll be doing another video for making the setup of online examination if you want to give the online Salesforce certification exam. Whereas in on-site, you just need to go to the testing center. The setup will be done by them only, and there will be an invigilator who will invigilate your exam over there. And make sure to carry two identity proofs over there. Like they can be anything, like your debit card, your credit card, your voter ID card, your passport, your driving license, anything. It depends on your country and also on your testing center. So just give it a call to the testing center and ask them what identity proofs do they need. And the second thing which you need to take care of is the test authorization code. You need to carry that along with you. Test authorization code. You'll get that test authorization code in your email after registering for the exam. And if you wanna skip all the hassle and worries related to the setup of online examination, just go for the on-site examination. I really prefer going for the on-site examination if there is a testing center around you, in your city or around your city, because it's much easier. You can focus on your exam rather than on the setup of the examination at the end time of the examination time which you have selected. So it's better to go for the on-site every time, and if you do not have testing center near you, then only go for the online examination. Hence, now you have made the decision for the online and on-site, so let us just start with the registration now.
Yeah, now we are starting the registration process for the Salesforce certification exam, and for that you need a web assessor account. Web assessor account is necessary for the Salesforce certification, and for that we need to just sign up for the web assessor account, and then we can start registering for the certification exam. So for that, write down webassessor.com, webassessor.com/Salesforce. I'll put down the link in the description so that you can follow up and create your own web assessor account. Now here is the link for the create new account. Just click on it. Now you have to fill up this form. First is the web assessor login. Web assessor login means an ID which will be a unique ID, a unique username which will use to access your Salesforce certification data, and all the certifications will be related to this account only. So make sure to remember your web assessor login because it will be required every time. And I prefer making it as your email ID only. So let's just enter your email ID over web assessor login, and then select your password. Make sure their password contains special characters, uppercase characters, lowercase characters, and numbers too. Yeah, it is a tough one. I know that, but yes, you need to remember that too. Now enter your name, your email address. Make sure the email address which you are putting over here is the email which you check regularly. Otherwise you'll miss out some like informations related to your release exams or other things. So like make sure to write the email address which you check regularly. Now the secret word, like I haven't used the secret word anywhere up till now, but make it anything. Like it's totally up to you. Like I make it as secret only. Primary phone number, whatever you want to enter. Fax, address line. I like put it as. Yeah, and the city. Okay, first select the country, then select the state, because it's dependent. You'll only see the states of a particular country over here. So I'll select where's India, and then select, like mine is Rajasthan, and then your postal code. Country of citizenship, you can enter it on your own. I don't think there's anything required. Now here you have to put the email address, that email address which I asked you to keep handy, which you have registered, like using which you have registered for the Salesforce certificate, like Salesforce org. So like mention that email over here. And then your company name. If you are already working into a company, then put that company's name. If that company is paying you, and regardless of anything, put that company's name. If you're a student or a professional or a freelancer or anyone who just want to give this certification, put it as NA. And later on, if you want, you can change it. This will help the companies to show that these many certified professionals we have in the partner community. So it is beneficial for the companies. But if you're a student or anything, just put it as NA, not available. And here you need to put the name which you want on your certification. Make sure the letters are in uppercase, which you want in uppercase. Like which you want in lowercase, put them in lowercase only. Now here comes, are you a SFDC employee, SFDC customer, SFDC partner? The difference between all the three is, if you're working with Salesforce.com, that means the Salesforce company, then you have to and you are giving the certification, then you have to select the SFDC employee. And if you are not working with Salesforce.com, and let's just say you're working with a company who provides Salesforce services and like who creates Salesforce apps, or you are just a student, or you are just a freelancer who is creating his own apps or providing services on his own, then you have to select customer SFDC partner. And if you are a SFDC customer, that means you're using Salesforce.com in your own organization, then you can put it as SFDC customers. But for students, companies, developers, administrators who are working into companies providing Salesforce services, they have to select as SFDC partner. So we'll select as SFDC partner only. Now comes verification opt-in. Here you can select that do you want your certifications to be verified publicly, or you don't want to do that. What that means is, like if I go to verify.salesforce certification, let me check the certification Salesforce. Yeah, here I can just put on the names. And here are two WebAssessor accounts of mine already created. If I want to see the certification which I have, I'll just click on them, and this is the certification. I am a Salesforce certified administrator and Salesforce certified platform developer 2. So these are the dates on which I have given this certification, and these are the credentials which I have maintained. So if you want this verification publicly open, then you can select it as yes, and if you don't own this, you can set it as no. It's totally up to you, but I prefer doing selecting as yes, because Like if you have it, why don't show it? Okay, so next is your role focuses primarily on which sector. There are two options, private and public. Like most of you will be selecting private only, and if there is a government employee or someone who like he or she can select public or government related too. Now just save. Okay, now your account is successfully created. Now just log in. For login, you need to enter your WebSSL login ID, which you have just mentioned, and the password which you have mentioned over there. Okay, now successfully created. You have successfully created your account. Agree to the terms and conditions. Okay, now here click on this icon. I mean this link. Register for a new exam. Okay, here are the different exams which you can give for Salesforce. There are many, like more than 20 or 21 certifications up till now. And like if you want to give your administrator exam, open this one. If you want to give your developer exam, open this one. If consultant, and so on. So it's totally up to you. I'll register for the administrator exam. Let's just say we want to give Salesforce certified administrator exam. So for that, I'll click on this, and then carefully select which like for which certification you want to apply, because there are so many in different languages too, and like there are multiple exams with different examination codes. So select the one which you really want to give. Like here it is Salesforce certified administrator. It's SP17, that means spring 17. And here it's Salesforce certified advanced administrator, that means ADM 301. This is ADM 201, and this is the same ADM 201 certification in French language. So if there is someone who want to give it in another language, there are some options like French, Spanish, Portuguese, German, etc. So just select the exam. Like we'll select Salesforce certified administrator, that is the ADM 201. And now here you need to like apply the decision which we have made earlier. Like you want to give on-site, click on on-site register, and if you want to give online, you can click on online proctored. So it's totally up to you, but make sure to register for the right one, because it does matters a lot. It does matter a lot. So like we are registering for the on-site, click on register. Okay, now there are two testing centers available near me in India, Rajasthan, and like all the cities of Rajasthan are selected. One is Aperio Jaipur, and here it is written by invitation only. So like you need to check that out, that which certification testing centers are available and on which you can like give the certification. Like I'll select this testing center, NACIT Limited Jaipur. I'll click on this and then select. That's it. Okay, now there I mean you have to select a date according to the calendar present over here. Like there's no like today it's I guess 16th or 17th, and like there's no date for a week or something, and there's only 25th of April which is available, and I guess 26th is also available, but not 27th and 28th and 29th or 30th. So you have to select according to them only. It's not like that you want to give your certification tomorrow, you can give it tomorrow only, which can happen in the case of online registration or online proctored examination. But on-site you have to select the date and time according to the testing center only. So like for example, we are registering it for 25th of April 2017. Select the time which is available over here. Like I selected as 2 p.m. and click on I acknowledge that you have understood all the terms and conditions mentioned over here, then select. Okay, now you're done. Like there's a certification examination on your shopping cart, you just have to check out from this cart. Now to click checkout. Here you have to mention all the billing information, like your name on your debit card or the credit card which you are using, your billing address, your city, everything, each and everything. So let's say I write it down as Shrey Sharma. Billing address, it's not necessary, so I'll skip that out. Jaipur, and it's India, it's Rajasthan. The postal code is this. Continue. Okay, here you need to put your credit card information, like I mean your whatever the number is, and if you're using your debit card, then also you can put the number of your debit card. It doesn't matter that it is written credit card number. You can put your debit card number also, and it will work. No issues with that. But your debit card should have international transactions on into it. And then write the enter the CVV and expiration date, and then submit. After submitting, you're done with your registration. Literally, I mean, once you're registered with this examination, I'm not registering for this examination because I'm already certified administrator. But if after submitting, you'll get an email of the confirmation also, and you just have to go to the center after that. And whenever you go to your home, I click home. Here that examination will be mentioned that you you have registered for Salesforce certified administrator, and the date and time on which you are scheduled for it, and this is launch button, this is for online tests. So this is all what you need to do for the Salesforce certification registration. This is and after that, make sure to carry 2 identity proofs if you are going to a testing center, and a test authorization code which you must have got on your email ID to go for the examination. And if you still face any problem or issue during the registration of this certification, or have any question, feel free to comment down in the bottom. I'll be happy to help you.
If you're still watching this video, you're probably one of the 2 people. One who have already prepared for the certification exam and planned now we have to give this certification, and you're figuring it out how to register for the certification exam, and I think you've got the right spot and you must have been registered up till now. So for you, I want to say all the very best. Just be confident. Just be confident and revise as much as you can before the exam. Just do as many questions as you can and be confident. There's nothing that can beat your confidence. You'll nail it. I'm sure you're gonna nail it. And the second people are the people who haven't planned for the Salesforce certification or are not preparing for it yet, but still they just want to know that how to register for the exam and how does this all process goes on and on, things like that. So for you, I want to say that please start preparing, because these certification exams are really worth it. It's nothing better that if you know something, you are certified into it. There's nothing better than that. So please start preparing for it, plan for the examination, register and nail it. So that's all for the registration process of Salesforce certifications. Now if you know anyone who is planning or preparing for the Salesforce certification and want to register for this for any of the Salesforce certification, do share the video with them, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel or like this page on Facebook to master Salesforce with the Salesforce Hulk. So see you next week. Until then, bye bye, take care.